What in the void's name is a warthog? Drax asked, sure he was misunderstanding the human's words. It's kind of like a large, ugly pig, but with tusks, Captain Hale replied, as he thumbed through the sortie briefing on his tablet. He looked up briefly to see the mix of confusion that still enveloped Drax's face. Sorry, a pig is a medium-sized mammal, bred for meat, like your Shinzagog, I think. Hale's explanation did nothing to cure Drax's puzzlement. In fact, it might have made it worse. I still don't understand why you would name an assault spacecraft after an ugly ground animal, especially one used for consumption. He clicked his mandibles briefly in thought. I can't think of one species that doesn't use the more majestic and dangerous animals for their vehicles' namesakes. Because it's the ugliest, most beautiful spacecraft in the galaxy, Hale smirked, tucking the tablet into his flight jacket. Don't get me wrong, we have our list of dangerous and majestic names as well. The Eagle, the Raptor, the Kodiak. Hell, even the Hog's official name is a Thunderbolt 24. But no one that's ever been behind the stick calls it that. Such reverence and attachment to a simple machine does not make sense, Drax chuffed. They are tools, nothing more. Maybe, Hale replied. Or maybe it's the sheer concept and history behind the ship. Hundreds of cycles ago, the Warthog was originally designed to run its main weapon. Some crazy bastard built a gun the size of a car that fires depleted uranium rounds the size of Coke bottles, at over almost 4,000 rounds per minute. Hale chuckled with a toothy grin. And then he made the damn thing fly. They built the craft around the gun? Drax almost stuttered, astonished at the mindset of a species that would consider such engineering. His feeling of unease was not helped with the human baring teeth at the thought. Technically, they just welded an engine to it and strapped the seat on top, Hale shrugged. The damn thing doesn't even really need the wings. They're only there to hold more bombs. Even the first space-worthy Warthog was just a retrofitted atom shell. They had a hell of a time figuring out how to keep the damn thing stable in low G when firing that monster. The third law's hard to get around when you're flinging enough hot mass into the void to soar a Ziakushan cruiser in two. Drax was stunned silent. The sheer audacity of what Captain Hale was saying stole whatever words he had left. He thought his assignment as a military correspondent to this back-galaxy, barely FTL-capable race was going to be a wash, but this? He worried silently to himself. Does the Council have any idea of the propensity to war these beings have? Hale continued, either unaware of Drax's inner turmoil, unsympathetic to it, or maybe amused by it. Luckily, now we have the mass drivers, G-fields, fusion ion engines, all sorts of fun stuff. The fun part was the engineers that decided to bring the Hog back from the dead. Hell, that wasn't even the goal of the project. They were tasked with designing a new gun. The details are confidential, but the gist of it is an antimatter reaction propels molten tungsten darts, encased in a mass field at just below C, all at over 500,000 rounds. Per minute? Drax blurted out, absolutely flabbergasted. Per second, Hale smiled. And then the crazy bastards made it fly.